Welcome to Serial at Midnight. My name is Heath, and I'm glad you're here. This is a relief for me because I had a really great thrift store experience today. I was worried about it. I've been worried about the thrift store series for a long time. Not a long time, a few weeks, because you guys love the thrift store videos. I love making the thrift store videos. But they just kind of dried up all of a sudden. Like I was working like 2 weeks ahead, 3 weeks ahead. Keen-eyed viewers will see that like on some videos, my beard will be shorter, and then like in the next thrift store video from like the next day, like it'd be longer. Like it's time travel, Heath, is what it is. But I was working ahead, and I had banked a lot of thrift store videos, and then school started back, and like that, it just dried up. And so I was thinking about maybe doing a thrift store remnants video, because I have all these things that I've picked up at the thrift stores. Like I seriously last week went in the thrift store I think 4 times. I mean, it'd be like a book or like a CD, and I can't hang a whole video on that. So I had a really good thrift store experience today. It's restored my faith and hope in the thrift store series. Hopefully this will continue for the foreseeable future, but we'll see. We'll just take it as it comes. So I'm going to cut to Heath of Earth 2, who will be inside the thrift store talking you through all the cool stuff there. And then we'll come back to the Heath Prime, Heath of Earth 1, for what all we actually ended up getting. Take it away, Heath of Earth 2. Thanks, Other Heath. We're standing outside the Rich Salvation Army, where the wealthy people donate their goods. Here's a bunch of Blu-rays. These are all great Blu-rays, $2 a piece. I didn't grab any of these because I either didn't want them or didn't need them. But check, I thought this was weird. They have this Switchfoot live DVD, and then also up here, the same DVD. Like somebody had it twice, or is it just a colossal cosmic coincidence? And there's Iron Man. If you're looking for superhero DVDs, this was a good day for you at the thrift store. You have X-Men 2, they have X-Men Origins, Wolverine, there's Thor, The Dark World. And I want to highlight this. Muscle Shoals is a documentary that if you haven't seen, I highly recommend you watch it. It's about the recording studio in Alabama. Aretha Franklin is in it, who has just recently gone to the big recording studio in the sky. But this was brand new. I also want to highlight Wonder Boys, which is another movie that I feel like does not get enough love. I don't know why we don't have a Blu-ray release of this thing, because it's a fantastic movie. But I really enjoy that. And then here's the video game section. If you look closely, you'll see Shadow of the Colossus on the PlayStation 2, and I almost picked it up, but I passed. Back to you, Heath. Okay, guys, we're back in the Prime Earth. We're back on Earth 1. And this is the hall. It's small. It's a small haul, y'all, but it's a good haul. It may be small, but it's a good haul. So I'm gonna jump in with the first Blu-ray, trademark Serial at Midnight Blu-ray, trademark Serial at Midnight. The first Blu-ray is Monsters University. The Blu-ray combo pack has, okay, so we've got the Blu-ray feature. We've got the Blu-ray bonus features and the DVD. And as you can see, the Disney movie rewards points are still there. And if you saw the code, it's too late because I've already redeemed it. Next, here's some DVDs. Tom Selleck as Stone Cold. Stone Cold! Stone Cold! What? Stone Cold. Magnum P.I. says that Stone Cold just sold you a DVD. And that's the bottom line, because Magnum said so. That legitimately just made me dizzy and made my throat hurt so bad. This is a series of movies, TV movies, based on the books by Robert B. Parker. And Jesse Stone is the title character. Magnum P.I. himself, Tom Selleck. God love Magnum P.I. and Tom Selleck, because they're both amazing, is the title character. And this is the movie that started it all off. It's rated R. I'm not sure I think maybe it was a cable movie at the start, because it's rated R for some pretty hardcore stuff. So, dang, Magnum, you ain't playing. I picked up like the next 4 or 5 volumes of this series. There's 8 total, if I'm correct. I think there's 8 total. And I picked up 4 or 5 of them up from a yard sale from a guy in the last fall. And I think they were like $1 a piece. But I've been looking for this one. It's like $4 or $5 online, but I didn't want to pay $4 or $5. I wanted to get it really cheap, and I did. So that's the second item. So here's Dr. Strangelove. Come on, focus. There we go. Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb, is a movie that I have never seen. Wait, don't turn off the channel. I've never seen this movie. This is a Stanley Kubrick movie. I know that it's great, and I've been meaning to see it for a long time. I just never have. And I know that this is on Blu-ray, but I was there. DVD was there, and this is a great way for me to see this movie. This is the thing. While I am the physical media guy, it's about access. So if I can watch the movie cheaply, on my own terms, like I own this movie now. Come heck or high water, I own this movie and I can watch it anytime I want to. It's my terms. And if the opportunity presents itself to upgrade to a Blu-ray down the road, I will gladly do it. But the entry point for me is being able to see the movie on my terms, and that's why I pick these things up on DVD sometimes, even when they have a better Blu-ray, such as Buckaroo Banzai, Across the Eighth Dimension. Another one of those movies that I know it's just recently, I think, just got like a fantastic Blu-ray release, but I don't own this movie. So now I do own this movie, and it's got Peter Weller in it. We just talked about Peter Weller either last thrift store video or the one before that, because of the movie that he did with Sam Elliott. Can't remember the name right now. But this is the original MGM DVD release. It's got a booklet. It's not a booklet. It's just a piece of paper. Negative. It just impacted on the surface. But I'm happy to have that. That is in my collection now. And I've been building my Scrubs collection. I have the first 6 seasons. There are 9 seasons of the show. This is season 9. So now I have 1 through 6 and 9. So if I get 7 and 8, I got the whole series. And I've picked up a lot of them. I think I picked all of them up secondhand. Pawn shops, thrift stores, stuff like that. So I have the conclusion. This is a 2-disc set. It's a TV series, which will come into play when we talk about pricing in just a second. But the last thing that I grabbed, I could not believe that I actually saw. I couldn't believe someone donated it. I'm talking about Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii. This is a game I've never played. Have a Wii. Didn't really love the Wii because it's you go do a lot of the shaking and stuff, and I'm a lazy gamer and I like to sit there old school style. But I've always wanted to play this game, Super Mario, obviously a classic. I saw this at the thrift store. You never see things like this. You never see big A-list stuff. Sometimes you do. I did find Monsters University on Blu-ray after all. But rarely do you see A-list stuff like this at a thrift store. And so here's the thing. So it's $5. That is far cheaper than I think the average used price for this is about $20. And that's so $5 was a good deal, but I'm cheap. I know you look at all of this and you're like, man, this guy must be loaded. No, I'm cheap. I'm very cheap. I'm cheaper now than I've ever been in my entire life. And so $5, I was really like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to pay $5 for this. Maybe I'll be able to find it later for even cheaper. But I put it in my little stash here. And TV shows are supposed to be $4. And so I was like, well, this is between the $4 for this show and the $5 for the game. That's $9 for 2 items. I was like, what? I could get like 9 thrift store records for $9. But I was like, maybe sometimes you take them up there and they count TV show sets as a single DVD because they just don't care. Employees just don't care. Parents just don't understand, and employees just don't care. And so I took it up there. And this is where things get magical. She charged me $6 for the entire thing. The entire haul was $6. She rang them up at CD prices. She didn't charge $5 for the game. She charged me $1 like it was a CD. She charged me $1 for the Scrubs TV season. She charged me $1 for the Blu-ray. Everything, $1. And I was just like, what? And you're doing the thing in your head. He's like, should I offer to pay more money for this? But this is the thing. She just didn't care. And so I gladly paid the $6. And I guess maybe I feel a little guilty about it. Guilty might not be the right word. I'm aware of the deal that I got, and I'm aware that she should have charged me more. I'm thankful that she didn't, because I'm really happy to show you. I do these thrift store videos to say, hey guys, look what's out there. I know, again, I'm the physical media guy, but there's a reason I talk about physical media so much. I'm not against Netflix or streaming or any of that stuff. Those are great tools to discover things. But I also think that as a collector, as a fan of something, there are better deals out there than there have ever been. In the history of movies on home media, the deals that you can find right now are the best they have ever been. Going back to early VHS days, say like 1982, the deals you can find now are even better than that. I am not a special case. I'm just showing you what's out there. Guys like me, Cinema Sickness. If you're not watching Cinema Sickness, he does this every day. There are amazing deals to be found out there because people just don't want this stuff. And then you go in and you try to pay for it for whatever. And so often, I know that a lot of you guys have really high-priced thrift stores, and I do too. Like, that's part of the problem. Like, I tried to film a thrift store video earlier this week, and they had like 3 volumes of Wings, the TV show Wings, and I would like to have those. It was like season 1 and 2 was on one set, season 3 and season 5. I think it skipped season 4, but they wanted $5 a piece for them, and that's not a good price. That's not a good thrift store price. But if you're patient, it's one of my 5 rules of collecting. If you're patient, you can find stuff like this. So I just want to encourage you to hit the streets. Hit the streets, see? What's the word on the street, Johnny? The word is, it's cheap. It's real cheap. How cheap? Real cheap, see? Get out there, see what you can find. $1 a piece for these items. I'm a happy collector. I'm a happy YouTuber. Hopefully, you're a happy viewer. Guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you so much. I would love to hear about your own personal thrift store experiences. If you found anything great in the last week, 2 weeks, month, whatever. Are you out there looking? What's showing up? Let's form a net, a web of informed thrift store patrons. But seriously, guys, really, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching this video, and I will catch... And I will catch you... I can't do that. That's racist. I will catch you later.